This video was brought to you by Yamaha Proven Off-Road ATVs and side-by-side vehicles.
Hey Archery Talk, this is Lucas, and today is chrono day for our 2019 Target Bow Shootout. I've got 3 bows in this year for testing, and I just ran them all through the chronograph. Up first, we've got the PSE Supra Focus. This is a 37-inch bow with a 7-inch brace sight and an IBO rating of 328 feet per second. Beside that is the Martin AXON 40, which is a 39.5-inch axle-to-axle bow, also a 7-inch brace sight, also a 328 feet per second IBO rating. And finally, we've got the Prime Logic CT9. That is a 39-inch axle-to-axle bow, a 7-inch brace sight, and a 325 feet per second IBO rating. All of these specs are fairly close, so let's go look at the chrono numbers. First up is the PSE Supra Focus, and this bow has got a bit of a penalty. I ordered this with 60-pound limbs like I do all of the Target bows, but I think PSE didn't have any on hand when I ordered this one in for testing. They sent me 50-pound limbs. I've got it cranked down to 52, so it's got a bit of a speed penalty in that regard compared to the other bows. As for draw length, this one's coming in at a hair over 30 inches, only because I usually have these at 29.5. This one I've got in the highest let-off setting, so the draw length is a little bit longer on this. You could probably bring this down to about 29.5 if you chose the less let-off option. Regardless, the speeds with the 350 grain gold tip platinum pierce arrow came in at, check my notes, 275, 275, and 274 feet per second for a 274 foot per second average. I also shot them with a heavier 406 grain arrow, and also that's a gold tip pierce tour arrow. And those came in at 256, 257, and 256 feet per second for that 256 foot per second average. Up next is the Martin, and this bow came in with a draw length just a hair over 29.5 inches, about 29 5/8, so pretty close to the number I was looking for. Draw weight is 60 pounds even, and the speed with the 350 grain arrow came in at 292, 290, and 293 feet per second for a 292 feet per second average. With the heavier 406 grain arrow, the Martin shot 269, 267, and 267 for an average speed of 268 feet per second. Last up was the Prime Logic CT9, and this bow has also got a 60-pound draw weight, and it is bang on 29.5 inches of draw length. I brought in the cable stops, so they were just exactly at 29.5. And the speeds for this bow, with the 350 grain arrow, were 291, 292, and 292 feet per second. So it's got the same 292 feet per second average as the Martin AXON did with the lighter arrow. Interestingly, when I moved up to the 406 grain arrow, the speeds were a little bit different. I saw 273, 272, and 273 for a 273 feet per second average. And that's 5 feet per second faster than the Martin with the same arrow. I'm curious why they were the same with the lighter arrow, and this one was a little bit faster with the heavier arrow. And both of them were tuned actually for the heavier arrow. That's the one I use for tournaments, so I'm not entirely sure why that has happened. Regardless, I guess the winner this year for the Target Bow kind of chrono test is going to be the Prime Logic CT9. And that's it, Archery Talk. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.